Hello everyone, welcome to Snap Take. This is Glazer of Snap Judgments. Today we've got three great decks for you from some of the best players in Marvel Snap. In fact, two decks are from Golden Gauntlet champion number one, multiple time number one player, Derek. Uh, I've played two of these three lists to ridiculous success already. I easily climbed to 90. I screwed around with some early conquest and rocked with them just as a way to give some test to the first two decks. I haven't played the third, but the third is the wildest of all. Let's kick it off with Crazy, another multi-time number one player. This is Crazy's day one infinite list. I just casually use this to hit 90 in just about no time, 84 to 90. A lot of one cube wins. It's really, really hard to get bigger cubes with this, but this list is a monster. It is an incredibly strong and incredibly consistent Marvel Snap list. Let's get started. If you'd like to find Crazy, you can find Crazy at twitch.tv, so it's Crazy AM. You need Wiccan, Malekith, Antivenom, and Ajax here. Lofi can be Man-Thing. Speed can be something like Gladiator. Red Guardian can be something like Rogue. Maybe you want Red Guardian to be a little something else. Like Red Guardian can probably be like your real flex position here. Red Guardian kept stealing me cubes. Red Guardian won me a bunch of cubes against the discard player. The discard player was trying to go over the top of me. I was able to hit a Dracula and steal a game. It does a lot of stuff like that. It is still a very strong card, and now that it's played less, people have forgotten about it. But we're not really seeing much opposing Luke Cage, so I don't feel like it's any kind of requirement. So again, you're going to need the top row, right? Like most of the top row. Ajax, Antivenom, Wiccan, and Malekith are required. Lofty is almost required, but Man-Thing is fine. Speed can be Gladiator, and Red Guardian can kinda be whatever. We're looking for an effective 3-drop in that spot. I want to say Rogue would be the answer. It's probably Mobius. We like the answer, like Red Guardian's okay with Malekith, right? It's not completely amazing. You're really trying to hit the Luke or Hazmat or Speed here. So adding an extra mediocre target isn't the end of the world if it's Mobius, and that gives you some extra equity into all the negative that's everywhere. I'm seeing so much negative right now. We could do worse than a Killmonger as well if we're so inclined at this moment. So turn by turn. Turn one, we what was that weird sound? Okay, whatever. I got a weird background sound, friends. Oh, it seems like someone's ringing our neighbor's doorbell. Excuse me. Turn one, Zabu over Quicksilver. Turn two, Domino. Turn three, Speed over Red Guardian or Luke. Sometimes we have a really clear curve, and we're going to want to get our Luke out. Sometimes we're going to have a really good Red Guardian target. There's a lot right now of Sparky and a lot of Madam Web. Feel free to Red Guardian those over Speed. Turn 4 Wiccan, you generally snap Wiccan. You should know the range of decks. You can go over the top of most things, but not like everything. Like a negative is going to go over the top of you, right? The move deck's going to go over the top of you, so you don't want to snap Wiccan on those, but other than that, you generally do. You can play Anti-Venom if not, and then you can play Malekith. Anti-Venom's hit will sort of determine whether you need to play Luke that game or not, because you're often fine just playing your Hazmat and not worrying about it. Turn 5 Ajax, and Ajax can still be a snap even without Wiccan. Over Lofty +3, you've already snapped if you played Wiccan though. And then Ajax into 3, or Lofty, Luke, and Hazmat are generally speaking a very safe play at this point. I think that this list is disgusting. Like, it is very strong, very consistent, and very fun. No one's playing around this kind of thing right now, so you should be able to steal a lot of cubes. You should be able to snap effectively and force people to run away. You compete with everything on pure points, or almost everything except like the 2 or 3 top decks on pure points. I was able to go well over the top of the Agatha list multiple times. The only things that I was really, really having a lot of trouble with, the only things that I was really struggling to go over the top of were negative and move. And even then, like in move lists, they can only really go well over the top of me in one lane, the torch lane. Other lanes, you're just sort of playing a 50-50, and you'll absolutely take a 50-50. Before we go forward, if you're willing to, please hit that sub, like, and comment if you're willing to help support the channel. Since our move to Vietnam, the YouTube algorithm has been less supportive of us than previously. And if you sub, like, and comment, it shows the algorithm that we're supporting. So if you're willing to do that, it would mean an awful lot to help us out. We are also giving away 5 Viv Visions this week. Every single day's video this week, sometimes there's 2 in a day, but there's at least 1 video every day that carries a free Viv Vision in it. All you have to do is sub, like, and then leave a comment. I'll tell you what comment to leave later on in this video. There's an announcement happening in the hallway. That's interesting. I don't speak Vietnamese. There's nothing I can do about that. All right. Moira X is the card that is in our key deck of the day. If you're new here, the second deck of the day is always our main deck. This is a Moira X that is a 1, 2. When this card is destroyed, get a copy of your opening hand. She is slightly bugged right now where she's showing the opponent what the first 3 cards were when she's destroyed, which is really, really annoying. And that bug is confirmed to be a bug and it'll be fixed. I think she's severely underrated because of that bug. I think she's a genuinely fantastic card. You can figure out when you want to destroy her and when you want to get value for her. And getting 3 new cards that you put in your deck has so much value, right? Like generating cards with Mirage and Iron Patriot and stuff is really high variance. Getting cards from Kate is nice but can sort of like backfire. Getting cards from Moira because you are choosing when to destroy her and what to get is just pure upside. Like when you get 3 cards from your deck from her, like you can get a Mirage that's going to be a immediate 2/5 from Victoria Hand, and then you can just like play both the cards you get with that Mirage that you already buffed. You can get extra Victoria Hands and 1,000 other things. I love this card. I think this is secretly every bit as good as Viv Vision and damn near as good as Sparky. I think this card is great. And the deck that I think this card is great in, outside of the one that I featured on the first day, is this one from Derek. This one is using Moira X and another new card, Airwalker, to amazing effect. What we're really trying to do here, we have 3 destroy targets, but we also have Firehair, so we can destroy extra stuff for extra value as necessary. So we can use we can destroy Moira and hopefully get extra copies of key cards, right? The key card we really, really want here is Vicky Hand. We're not sad to get a Kahori in a lot of situations, but we really want Vicky Hand, right? In addition, we have Quinjet, so whatever we destroy gets cheaper. We're not running Killmonger. What else do we really want to destroy? We want to destroy Airwalker and get a free Kahori. Generally speaking, because we have both Firehair and Carnage, we can destroy that Airwalker and then still play like a Kate Bishop at the same time, getting 2 extra cards for 2 extra power on Kahori. Incredible, incredible power. And then, of course, we have, of course, the Hood, especially with Firehair out. Destroying the Hood will give us extra demons. Extra demons are incredibly strong. All right. Boop. This deck needs Moira, Victoria Hand, Kahori, Airwalker, and Frigga. Kate can be Iron Patriot, and Firehair can be Shadow King. All right, so we talked about the Hood. The Hood gives us demons. Demons are good. We have Carnage and Venom to get rid of that Hood. Both of those are perfectly effective. We'd like to do so with Firehair out, so we get an extra demon. Extra demons are great. Moira X is incredible here in that she doubles our hand. She is fundamentally like in the spot Nico used to be in these lists. We play Carnage or Venom on it, and hopefully we get a double Victoria hand. Sometimes we're going to get double Hoods, which we can then, like if we have Firehair out, destroy and get 2 extra demons. We get all sorts of extra goodies from Moira X. Those cards are also basically always cheaper from Quinjet, which is incredible. Quinjet and Moira X go incredibly well together. And they've turned Carnage and Venom into a package that can just go in decks instead of being a package that goes in destroy decks. Firehair is again here for extra value when we destroy stuff, because if we're destroying stuff anyway, we might as well. Feel free to Venom your Kahori, for example, with Firehair out and get an extra trigger out of Kahori. Why not? You keep the power from Venom. Kate gives you extra cards. She's I'm not 1,000% sure Kate is better than Iron Patriot here. Kate is here because of Kahori. Those 2 extra cards are important for Kahori. The 1-drops are nice for Victoria Hand, but she is a little rough with hand space for Moira, so be a little careful. Mirage is just a ton of power here. Copying Mirage is fairly regular thing to do. That 5 power Mirage that still gives you an extra card to play for Victoria Hand is incredible. Making it a 1/5 with Quinjet is amazing. Just great stuff. Vicky Hand is the best card in the deck, the most important card in the deck. She is the buff card that this is all built around. Airwalker will only get Kahori, but it'll get it from hand or deck. That's totally fine. Just you destroy Airwalker and you're good to go. It's not enough power that you hate destroying it, and the ability is so useful. Venom and Carnage are your destroy cards. Frigga is here to copy Victoria Hand. Don't be afraid to copy a demon. There's games where you're going to copy a Moira X and stuff like that. She's an incredible, incredible, useful card. Again, you're trying to keep Vicky Hand for when you can Frigga, unless you're going to double with Moira. And then, of course, Kahori is just this giant board-wide buff. So Moira, I think, is genuinely being slept on. This deck is a huge combo deck from one of the best players in the game, and he is already like rank 7 with it after an immediate infinite. It's fantastic. Turn 1 Quinjet usually over Moira or Hood, pending your hand. Turn 2 Hand if Frigga, Carnage if not Hand, Carnage if Moira. Otherwise, any 2-drop is just fine. Turn 3 Airwalker, Venom, or Frigga are fine. So is a 2/1. Turn 4 is generally speaking going to be a 2/2, and if you do that, you want Victoria Hand last so you can Frigga her. You can also use a Destroy. Sometimes you'll do like a Carnage and a Victoria Hand. Sometimes you'll do like a Mirage and a Carnage in order to get an extra Vicky Hand, and then you can Vicky Hand and Frigga next turn. Lots of options there. Turn 5, you're going Frigga Venom. Basically, Frigga or Venom, Frigga and Vicky Hand, or Venom at a card and Vicky Hand, or Carnage and frigging Vicky Hand, and then Carnaging off to get extra cards, that kind of thing. You're just trying to combo off. And then turn 6, you go off with dupes and generate cards, and you win the game. Why is this still move bounce? Ignore that move bounce there. All right. We also have let's go back there. I love this list. I think this list is absolutely fantastic and disgusting, and it uses a lot of underused and underutilized cards, so you get extra snap equity. I was having no problem cleaning up extra cubes with this, largely because people would see cards like Firehair, cards like Kahori, and go, oh, this deck can't be that good, and then I'm outputting crazy, crazy power, and there's nothing they can do about it. Kahori does have that downside of sort of being a little unclear where you allocate your power, so keep that in mind, but you generally want to use her before turn 6 anyway, and if you do that, you just put up too much points for opponents to handle. All right, please check out our custom card challenges. If you're interested in making some Marvel Snap cards, we have people that'll show you how on our Discord for some really, really cool challenges. Come check it out if you're interested. Link is in the description to this video. Next up, we got Derek's Wiccan list. This is another Derek list, obviously. This one isn't built entirely around Silver Surfer First Steps, where we're trying to fundamentally copy Iron Patriot, copy Surge, or copy Gwenpool/Wiccan. If we can copy any of those, we're in ridiculously favorable position. If we can copy Wiccan and then get Infinity Ultron, or we can copy Gwenpool, hit Infinity Ultron, and then play it, we are in amazing shape. But if we don't see our 4 drops, let's say we just copy that Iron Patriot or Surge, we can still go 2+2 on turn 4 and then blink away a card to get another key power piece. This deck has a lot to speak for it, even if it looks super weird. Wiccan, Surge for First Steps, Gwenpool, Surge, Iron Patriot, Infinity Ultron, and Blink are all needed. Kate can be Merlin or Penny. Herbie can be Cable or Mirage. Speed can be Gladiator, and Red Guardian can be Mobius. Okay, so Quicksilver is here for Wiccan, so you don't have to run 1-drops. Surge is both a way to get Wiccan or Gwenpool or Infinity Ultron or Blink out cheaper, but it's also a stupidly powerful card with Silver Surfer First Steps. You play either of those, the cards that are discounted, the Surge one or the Surfer one, and you get a double discount. If you can play both, you're even better. Herbie gives you sort of a backup Wiccan. I know that's wild, but that's exactly what he does. The extra power is nice, but he's meant to be a backup Wiccan. Kate is necessary for a lot of Wiccan lists because she gives you 1-drops, which are very, very useful in making sure you hit your Wiccan curve. You can go 2+1 on 3. Iron Patriot is another way to get extra discounted cards with Surf for Steps. It's a snap condition, incredibly strong. Red Guardian says, I don't want Victoria Hand or Cerebro or whatever to go over the top of me, so let's stop that. Speed is a way to make sure we get our Iron Patriot card reasonably often. We've talked about Surfer and the 4 cards she's here to hit. Gwenpool is a giant buff. Infinity Ultron at 8 power is very, very good and one of the main targets here. Getting Herbie is really, really nice, but honestly, just getting a bunch of buffs on everything is good. Wiccan lets you play completely stupidly here. You go Wiccan and then you can play Infinity Ultron and like a 2-drop, right? And then you can go Blink on that 2-drop and still play multiple Infinity Ultron stones. That kind of thing is incredibly strong. Infinity Ultron is just a nice, simple, powerful card here. Again, best with Wiccan, but overall just pretty good. Being hit by Gwenpool, also really good. And Blink helps us see our key pieces. So turn 1, we want Quicksilver. Turn 2, Kate if we don't have a 3-drop, over Surge or Iron Patriot, over Herbie or Kate if not. Turn 3, we want Surge for First Steps, over Speed, over 2+1. If we can win that Surge for Steps with Surge or Iron Patriot, and we're going to get like the double Surge going, or we're going to get the Iron Patriot, that's a snap. Or if we can get double Wiccan or double Gwenpool, hit some good stuff, we can snap that. Wiccan is always a snap when possible, over Gwenpool, over 2+2. Turn 5, we're going Infinity Ultron over Blink. Blink is generally played at the 2+2 point. And turn 6, Infinity Ultron, Stone, Speed, Red Guardian, you just sort of go off. What a list. Like, where the hell did Derek come up with this? This one is completely out of the blue. Surfer First Steps is quickly becoming one of the better cards in Marvel Snap. I talked about how that would be true last week on the podcast. It's immediately coming true. It's in almost all of the best decks right now. Go get it in your Snap packs. This list is wild. Please come check out twitch.tv/PulseGlazer, where I should be streaming tomorrow morning, and then I will definitely be streaming tomorrow night in order to stream Snap Judgments. We're going to stream the podcast with Tucker. So if you're interested, come check it out. Our season pass question is very simple. Are you ready for the surprise second video later? It's about something new. Please, even once you see what it is, if you're skeptical at first, watch the video, give it a chance. I think you'll be pleased. Check out the stream team if my times of streaming is not working for you. Today is Thursday, so the King of Canada should be live relatively soon after this video goes live. And we have a Patreon, patreon.com/snapjudgments. Throw us some support if you're willing. Thank you to JonesySnap22, Abigail Gieson, Burnout, Irregardless, LAB, Inc., I Am Frostman, Hota Navarrete, Primed Ryan, Orion Burke, Orion Wood, Snap, Renwrench, Gopher Kev, Keltor, Caretix Lee, Koire, Kazushi, Archangel 3K, Black Dahlia, Perfrost, The Goat Seeker, Code, Hallowed, Synth, Fat Nick, Absolute Shannon, Dirty Casual, Dark Moogle, Mr. Fuffle, Cables, Ginger, Prime, Philly, Philly, Haplo, Kenny Loggins of the Danger Zone, The Bizza, Black Jeebus 23, Extra Feet, and Skippy G, Jessica Gamble, hey Jess, Slush Death, The King of Bros, The Great Kazoo, Werewolf, Go, Kibs, Yoda, Clam, Colonel Foreman, Rob Sullivan, David Blue Wingfield, Stephen, Brian Kaufman, Tristan, Martin, Jason Butt, Matt Butt, Corey, Corwin, John Q, and Jimmy McHugh, Ye Stout, Eighth Sage, One Big Man, Cactus, Jack the Cactus, Reapster, Steve-O131, Yo Marco, Ted Pro, and Good Bro Joe, Long Except Scissors Joe, Pickety Boom Bop, Bricks 2 Click, Green Goblin, Unibot V2, Flam 56, Spectrum X, Woot, Only Fox, Matt H, TJ Magadness, No Friggin' Flex, Nick the Greek Geek, Toxic, Soul King, Sodrick 74, The King of Canada, JJ Demon Falcon, Fop, Lord Newman, Two Tides, The Great Lord as the Pirate King Tucker, and of course it's Gunny T. T stands for 2 videos today, but you don't know what the second one's about. I'll see you then, and I'll see you tomorrow morning where I'm going to go over the best decks by the Stats at Infinite. Hopefully you enjoy that. Peace.